Hi, good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to Poem Praise 2. I do thank you for tuning in, and peace and blessings be upon you and your family this afternoon. Now we are going to get into For Men Only. We're in chapter 7, The Girl in the Mirror. And this is take number 4. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? And it goes like this. It's news to them. I was also surprised at how many women had no idea that our visual wiring makes it difficult to not notice other women. And how many women have a really hard time with that knowledge? As one wife said, I find it more slightly threatening to know that no matter how much I work to be the woman of his dreams, my husband will always feel the pull from others. I appreciate the fact that he struggles to keep his mind on me. But just the fact that he has to struggle at all is so hard for me. It is very difficult to accept the fact that while I can be totally possessed, I can never completely possess. Remember, women already feel that they are in competition with every other beautiful woman, real or imagined, out there. Many women have told Chpt and me that it's not that they walk around feeling violently suspicious of where we are looking, as much as that they know they live in a culture saturated with options other than them. Shapelier options, racier options, younger options, easier options. And they're not aware that the man they love is wired to notice every option. So when he does, it's hurtful. Women already feel that they are in competition with every other beautiful woman, real or imagined, out there. When the mirror shatters. On our survey for this book, although 2/3 of women said they'd be bothered if their man noticed a woman with a great body, only 1 out of 4 said they'd be hurt. But when we asked how they feel if they knew their man's thoughts were lingering on that woman's body, the number of women who said they'd be hurt jumped to 3 out of 4. So it was 1 out of 4, which was 25%, jumped to 3 out of 4, which is 75%. With even higher rates among women under age 45. Chpt suspects that these numbers would be even higher if women could actually see inside our heads and watch our thoughts like a movie. And I do too. Imagine you are sitting with your husband's significant other in a train station. And a woman with a great body walks in and stands in a nearby line. Your husband or significant other glances at her several times and appears quite distracted by her. How does this make you feel? Choose one answer. It doesn't bother me. Guys will be guys. 35%. I find it annoying, but it doesn't hurt my feelings. 38%. It hurts my feelings, but I try not to let it bother me too much. 20%. I find it painful and wish he'd stop. 6%. Now imagine that in the same situation, you could magically see inside your husband or significant other's head. If you were to find out that his thoughts were lingering on that woman's body, would you find it hurtful? Choose one answer. Yes, 73%. No, 27%. Truth is, most women can't comprehend why a man would choose or risk such damage. For many lingering thoughts and, let's just admit it, lusting, where the same thing as cheating. A woman whose husband doesn't control his looking and lusting will start to feel like a failure. One wife told us, why shouldn't she? Her beauty can no longer measure up to what her husband wants. His eyes speak volumes, so she has no choice but to doubt. But she wants to be found worthy in his eyes. She wants to be his beauty. A woman whose husband doesn't control his looking will feel she doesn't measure up to what he wants. As a man who, like you, wants to honor and show love to his wife, I find that woman's comment, and literally hundreds more like it, very sobering. While most women don't mind if a husband or boyfriend is truly appreciating beauty, as in, what a beautiful girl, they experience excruciating pain if we look at, linger on, and lust after another attractive female. Their trust in their man's love gets badly shaken. Shaking turns to breaking when the other woman or image obviously aims to provoke lust. That brings us to porn. Porn sends her a clear message. Let's face it, wrote one woman, my husband can't control what women will show up at what store or what street at a given time. It's not as though he's wishing that woman to appear. Porn, however, is different. Porn is a conscious choice. I think that when a man turns to porn, no matter how infrequently, it sends a clear message to his wife that she is inadequate. It says that no matter how she tries, she can't satisfy him sexually. Why should she bother trying? Unless a woman is naive about the power of porn or has become desensitized to it for other reasons. When her husband uses porn, it feels like cheating. And in truth, it is cheating. Jesus' words come to mind here. Anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Even wives who don't equate using pornography with adultery find the experience excruciating. The fact is, for all men, this is an area where they really has to be zero tolerance. Obviously, that applies to pornography, but it also applies to lingering glances and lustful thoughts. We injure our wife when we look elsewhere for a thrill that we vowed to look for only in her. We shatter our ability to reflect her beauty back to her, and we break her trust. We can send her another message. Since our wife needs to know that we find her beautiful and she feels protected by knowing that we only have eyes for her, well, We have plenty of opportunities these days to send her that message. In the mid-90s, Sports Illustrated did a cover feature entitled St. David on David Robinson, the MVP center for the San Antonio Spurs. One segment described how Robinson handled himself as a professing Christian husband and father in the midst of the NBA intense temptations. For example, during television breaks, he would sit on a bench and stare studiously at the floor in order to avoid looking at the gyrating cheerleaders out on the court. The article also mentioned that, like all NBA players, Robinson was constantly approached by attractive women who wanted to talk to him and were probably offering more than just witty conversation. Apparently, he would rather brusquely, I'm going to spell it Brusquely, brush them off. When asked to comment on that seemingly rude practice, he said something like this: "If any woman is going to get her feelings hurt, it's not going to be my wife." A protector and a hero in action. If any woman is going to get her feelings hurt, it's not going to be my wife. Each day your wife and mine hold out to us their intense, God-given little girl desire and right to be treasured. Each day she's threatened on all sides by an offensive and abusive world. And each day, with kind words and faithful eyes, we too can be our wife's protector and hero. Now that does complete chapter 7, ending it with being the wife's protector and healer of the beauty chapter. Now, our next chapter is going to be the conclusion, because we're almost done with this book, y'all. And so stay tuned for my next take. It be it thy will that I will speak with you again here on Poem Praise 2 for chapter 8. And the title of chapter 8 is The Man She Had Hoped to Marry. So until then, I want you to be well, take care, and till next time, later, y'all.